Hello, and welcome to another Escape from the Country. Today's guest is escaping to the English countryside after exhausting all the best places to eat in his native Rotherham.
Romania.
Ramsgate.
Romania.
Precisely. It's a slightly unusual escape from the country this week because the house hunter, this weirdo here, has requested to only view properties at night. So what's this all about, Vladimir? Or can I call you Vlad? What do your friends call you?
Vlad the Impaler.
You know, you can't beat a funny, affectionate nickname, can you? Now, as for me, like any incredibly popular person, I've had loads over the years. My mother used to call me Child of Satan, I think it was. My father didn't call me much of anything, really. Mysteriously started drinking heavily the day I was brought into this world.
Shall we proceed with the house viewing?
Thought you'd never ask. One thing you probably don't appreciate, not being an experienced TV presenter like myself, is how you have to keep strictly to the script, as everything is rigorously timed to keep the channel moving on schedule. I remember one time the channel was running 9 hours behind. It was my first day in the job. I remember it well. The studio executives were livid, threatened to... Ah, I see you're picking up a few tips from me. You're pretty sprightly for an old fella. In a rush, are you?
It is imperative we complete the viewing before the rays of the rising sun set fire to this cursed earth.
Not sure what you're going on about, but I understand you said in your letter to us that... Oh, the producers wanted to know what you wrote that letter with.
The blood of virgins.
Blood of virgins. That's exactly what I thought. You said in your letter to us that the viewing must be completed by morning. So let's get started right away with this beautiful living room. Now, in your wish list, you put down lots of original features. And here we have the lovely period fireplace, ceiling robe, coving. Is this the kind of time period you prefer?
I was thinking more along the lines of medieval.
So, suits of armour, stone floors and long wooden tables for feasts.
More torture chambers and crypts.
Might struggle for those here, but we'll look into that. Get some quotes from some builders, do a voiceover bit here explaining how much that would cost to do. Our stupid viewers love all that rubbish. What? Oh, really? Apparently, according to some bloke trapped in my ear, we can't do that anymore, as this show is now being broadcast live. And then he said something about me watching what the fuck I'm saying. No stupid voiceovers for our thicky couch potato audience, then.
What form do the surrounding townsfolk take?
Not sure about them, but the neighbours are pleasant enough. You know the sort, always willing to lend a cup of sugar.
And their daughters?
Yes, and the daughters, coffee, power tools, the usual neighbour borrowing stuff.
So no angry mobs with pitchforks and torches to be found in this vicinity?
I've heard rumours about a militant splinter group at the local allotment society. Is that a bit of a deal breaker? Come on, Vlad, hey, baby, work with me here. If we move into the dining room, you can straight away see that this house really does one of your top wish list items, a shady and secluded garden. Or at least we would see if we weren't here at night. So, you're not a sun worshipper then?
I worship nothing but the warm rush of blood that runs through mortal veins.
Interesting. Me too. I can't stay out in the sun for more than few days without sun lotion before being hospitalised with heat stroke. Every year I position my deck chair into the full summer sun, day after day, hoping that my bizarre condition will pass. But each year, there I am, back in the burns unit. Oh, there he goes again. Really must get that ear checked out. The kitchen's through here. past this rather fabulous mirror. Holy Christ! Religious, are you? Here, hang on to this if it makes you feel better. Suit yourself. Simple no would have been fine. What was I going to say before you rudely interrupted with your cat impression? Something about this mirror? No, everything seems perfectly normal to me. Right, before we go any further, I'm just going to quickly use the facilities. You know, have a piddle. You really wouldn't have thought that would get stuck in there like that. Thanks, chaps. Now, this is a lovely big kitchen. But I understand from your wish list that you're not much of a home cook.
No.
Prefer to fly out the house and grab a bite to eat?
Indubitably.
Indubitably. I prefer to drive myself, but whatever floats your boat. Do you have a preferred cuisine? French? Italian?
Too much garlic.
Moroccan? Asian?
I'm not so interested in specific cuisine types as dining with strangers.
Ah, kinky stuff. Bit of a ladies' man, eh?
It has been said. Mainly by me.
Not sure if this will be the house for you then, as it's a largely retired community.
Not a wholly distasteful option, given the right breeding.
Aha, I've a taste for the more experienced lady.
Yes. And I see there's a large private girls' school behind the house on the other side of the wood.
Yes. May I remind you that this is a daytime TV show, and if the tiny man inside my ear can be trusted, it's being broadcast live.
Just making an observation. I like to have a regular supply of young people nearby.
I'm a bit of a magnet for the young and hip myself. In fact, just last week, I high-fived the postman.
All this talk of eating is greatly increasing my compulsion to feed.
Let's just finish the show. Then you can go off and pick up some young virgin for a romantic candlelit breakfast, okay? Now, I'd love to show you the basement, as that was another feature you were very interested in.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
But sadly, we've run out of time.
No.
No.
You will come with me to the basement and succumb to my desire to unshackle you from your mundane existence.
I shall come with you to the basement and do some of those other things. But before I do, the weird little bloke in my head says the light's improved outside, so let's just have one last look at that beautiful garden. They call this bit the reveal. I've never been that bothered with it myself, but it stops the plebs from switching off before the end of the show. Vlad? Mr. Impaler? Oh, we should probably run the Hoover round before he makes his final decision. Has he gone? Oh, hold on. I'm being told that Vlad has just gone. To pieces. Gone to pieces. No doubt overcome by that stunning garden. Oh well, join us next week for another escape from the country, where we'll be helping Nigel escape months of unpaid rent in an exciting passenger ferry chase to Amsterdam. Now we're finally off air, I can tell you that never since the Bake Off have I been on such a big piece of...